I'm here on Twitch doing gaming and powwow. That's what I do.
The sponsors list for this year's celebration: Qu'Wutsun Tribes Youth and Recreation.
Tolerating me for a minute. I had a
Qu'Wutsun Tribes Lanham.
Had to do that.
I'm gonna get tongue-tied.
But I want to reassure you that later on we're gonna get a chance to see grass dancers as they come on the arbor.
Qu'Wutsun Tribes own and garbage cans and pick
their
up
style of dance.
Qu'Wutsun Tribes Chief and Council.
So right now they're doing a lot of credit.
Qu'Wutsun Tribes Lands and Fishery. Regional District, Claremont Windows, BC Ferries.
Talk a lot about the ancestral lands of my wife.
Duncan Paving, First Memorial, Nissan.
Talk about the sponsors to this video.
Slaves Limited, Western Stevedore, Pacific Industrial Marine, School District number 79, Island Savings Credit Union, Victoria West Coast Marine Rescue, the House Restaurant, The Source, Columbia Ice, West Condor.
So there's a lot of people, gathered together. A lot of organizations come to support this local powwow. Right now it's a nice cool evening. It looks like they're about ready, so let's turn this around.
Little Raven, we're going to call upon you for grand entry. And again, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to ask for those of you that can, for those of you that will, we'd like to ask you to please rise. And gentlemen, if you don't have an eagle for
if you're just joining me for the very first time, I am Powwow.
So Little Raven, if you would, it's grand entry time.
Qu'Wutsun Powwow, located in Duncan, British Columbia, and Vancouver Island in Canada. So we're going to start with the grand entry. They're bringing in the flag. My daughter's going to come in with all the other dancers. We're going to start with the flags, the veteran, any royalty visiting from other nations. Then will come the golden age, men's traditional, women's traditional, jingle dress. We're going to do what's called a flag song at this time.
At this time, we'd like to extend greetings to our flag bearers. Carrying in your eagle staff is Bingo Thorne. Carrying in the Canadian flag for us is Mr. Vernon Growing Thunder. Carrying in the British Columbia flag for us is Mr. Ian Sam. Carrying the Stars and Stripes is Mr. Jericho Paul. And in behind them we have our golden age, as well as our visiting royalty. Looking good dancers, looking good.
I'm curious over, you get a little bit of a raven that's close to me.
And behind our golden age men, we extend greetings to our golden age ladies. And behind our golden age ladies, we have our men's traditional. Take a moment, give you
staff is a Joe Ford. I think he's my wife's uncle.
we have our ladies fancy. Shake what mama gave you, shake what mama gave you.
Not as long as we saw last week in the Kamloops. If you're tuning in for the first time, this is I am Pow Drum Dad here on Twitch. I do gaming, I do powwow, and you are joining us at the Duncan, British Columbia 15th annual Qu'Wutsun Powwow. Intertribal
traditional. Team girls, team boys, grass, and team girls fancy. Then behind our teams we have our juniors, junior boys traditional, junior girls bingo.
This is very much modeled after the U.S. rodeo.
Junior boys grass, junior girls fancy.
If you live in the South or the Midwest, and you've ever attended a rodeo, you see that they begin their rodeos with a grand entry kind of fashion. My daughter stopped way over there. Jingle Kitty, she's on YouTube. She does kid-friendly videos, blogs, games, and you might want to check her out. I am promoting my daughter. She's a jingle jazz dress dancer and a traditional dress dancer, and she's a powwow dancer. And go watch her, subscribe to her. She's way over there with a white shirt.
All right, let's have a round of applause for this beautiful grand entry. The flag.
Go back to my arbor.
At this time, my dear friends and relatives, we're going to ask you to please remain standing as we're going to call upon a friend and a relative to help us out with words of wisdom, words of knowledge, words of reflection.
So they're going to do a
prayer.
presenting of the flag.
At this time, I'd like to call upon our friend and relative, Mr. Dave Bill, to come and help us out.
Dave Bill, I said, huh? Dave Bill once gave my daughter a feather fan. He was so impressed with the way she danced as a traditional dancer at age 4 or 5. Yeah. He's from Saanich, British Columbia. Pat Bay, my wife corrects me.
Oh, thank you, Mr. Bill. At this time, we're going to ask you to remain standing as we're going to call upon the Little Ravens once again to what we're calling for is a flag song and victory song. And ladies and gentlemen, these songs are in recognition of the many different veterans that went through many different battles over the years. Even the ones that fought to keep our culture ways alive, as you see here today. So at this time, we're going to call upon Little Raven, 4 starts of a flag song.
Maybe Little Raven is the host drum. I'm not quite sure.
Little Raven, if you would, the flag song. Who?
Yeah, he was asking me if
These kind of songs start very slow. Usually this is a time of reflection to remember the veterans, and there's those that are still with us, and those that have passed on. If you're joining me, I'm at Duncan, British Columbia, on Vancouver Island. And we are joining me here at the Qu'Wutsun 15th Annual Powwow Celebration. I am Pow Drum Dad, and I share my game with you. There's about 400 people in attendance right now. It's kind of hard keeping this tripod so high. Pound around. And the song's almost over. They're going to start a fast double beat.
Now the victory song. Gentlemen, let's hear the bells.
Sorry about that. They're presenting a flag. talking about? I didn't see him for 2 years.
Really? Holy cow.
Well, hopefully she was woke up.
All right,
Changed the
thank you,
diaper
flag
and I went back
bearers.
to sleep. But
At this time,
I was tired for 2 years.
Yeah. Can I come quick?
I'm going to ask for a bit of your attention. I'm going to introduce you to our flag bearers as I introduce you to them.
Can I be doing
A and B, I'd like
Change
to
all
call
the
you up to the MC stand quick. At this time, I'm going to call upon, introduce you to our flag bearers. And as I introduce you to our flag bearers, I'm going to ask you to give them a warm round of applause. Carrying in the Eagle staff for us is our good friend and relative, Mr. Bingo Thorne. Carrying in the Canadian flag for us is our good friend and relative, Mr. Vernon Growing Thunder. Carrying the British Columbia flag is our good friend and relative, Mr. Ian Sam. Carrying in the Stars and Stripes is our good friend and relative, Mr. Jericho Paul. They build. I've been corrected. And at this time, I'm going to introduce you to our visiting royalty. I am proud to announce this is my granddaughter, Faith Roberts, is carrying the crown of the Working Together Society, and her nickname, I crowned her with flip-flops. Faith Roberts, Working Together Princess. Let's give her a warm round of applause. At this time, as I was instructed by the committee, we'd like to call upon Joe Bingo Thorne up to the speaker stand. You've been called upon to do the welcoming remarks on behalf of this powwow. So, Mr. Thorne, if you would.
I'm told that Joe Thorne is my wife's uncle. Again, he's a U.S. veteran.
On behalf of the committee, I'd like to say thank you for coming. We hope that you enjoy your weekend with us.
He's an active member here in the community. He's on a school board trying to advocate for Aboriginal education.
And entertain the people.
He is also a powwow dancer. He dances men's traditional. I'm not sure if he has double bustle. But he told me this morning that he was up late last night, up until he stayed the night here at this powwow on that very stage, and so he's kind of tired. I don't know if we're going to see Joe dancing today or not.
Takes care of the parade to the dance grounds, except I have one introduction to take care of. Your arena director, your foreman, the boss of the floor, who's going to be calling the shots of the dance floor for us. Oscar Thorne Jr. Let's give him a warm round of applause.
Oscar Thorne in the blue.
And the next one is carrying a mic. It's his birthday today. So let's give him an extra round of applause. Jesse. Alright, that takes care of the introductions, the parade to the dance ground. I believe we are going to go with a round of intertribals. Little Raven, Star Child, Hookshita, Bearstone, Thunderboy.
What I'm going to do is I've been
Thunder Spirit,
streaming for I don't know how long. I should have a timer
so
on
this
this
time,
cell
to start
phone.
off our
But
first song for our first round of intertribals.
what song of Intertribal, and then I'm going to have to cut the video for now.
If you started song, it's intertribal time. Dancers, come on and shake what Mama gave you.
Because my little child.
Shake what Mama gave you.
Say hi to the camera. What's your YouTube name?
Bingo Kitty, go please subscribe.
You got tobacco in your hair.
This fella.
Oh, okay, I'll fix it.
No, I
Okay, we'll let you watch one round of Intertribal.
don't want it on.
Who put it on the first place? She didn't do it right. Yeah, this ain't gonna go on because your hair's not.
1 second.
Put a different one on here. Put it back in.
Little Raven. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Jeremiah Franklin Peters Sr. I'll be your co-announcer this weekend, working along with the mighty Muzz, or Muzzy. Little Raven, if you would, intertribal time. Let's get these dancers going. Oh, hey! Lots of room on that dance floor, dancers. Lots of room on that dance floor, spectators. Come on out and shake what Mama gave you. Intertribal time, don't be shy. Child, you're on deck. All right, clicking the ribbon at your first intertribal of the evening.
Here's the girl right now. See if they got a good song. Nice song,
We're gonna
nice
move
song.
on. Drum number 3.
That's good, yeah.
Qu'Wutsun. Oh, hey.
So I don't know if you caught much of that. What I'll do is I will, throughout this weekend, I will take you over to the other drums. I'm tired. There's a lot of activity and effort and energy was spent in getting to this point where I'm here now, including getting my daughter ready, getting her ready. So she's gonna go out. Right now they're doing intertribals, and intertribal is you don't need to have a regalia, you don't need to be a powwow dancer. Everyone from any community is welcome to go out and dance. Not a particular dance style. It's the community coming together to dance together. And that's what I think the intertribal is all about. It's all about togetherness.
Stone, you're on deck. Stone, you're on deck. Shake what mama gave you. Shake what mama gave you. Thank you, Sheena. The next drum in the
I
rotation.
gotta check my battery. What's going on with my battery? I'm not sure. I hope it's all
Well,
cool
like you know it.
and
Page 6,
Hey, if
you know
you
that
join
one.
in,
That
shout
real
out,
quick
thanks a
one.
lot. I want to thank you for tuning in to my broadcast. I am Pow Drum Bad, and I play games. Lately I've been playing just Minecraft, modern Minecraft, vanilla Minecraft. But when we're not playing games, I'm actually here at Powwow. And I just got noticed from my provider that I went over my data. That can't be right. They told me I was
To
going to
our
have
non-native relatives, hey,
a bump increase in my data.
you're having a special this evening.
Yeah, so where was that?
Trumancy and the Tribals.
You're looking at dancing around. This is, I didn't look
Our
fine.
non-native relatives.
Anyone can go in there. You don't need regalia. You don't
Time to
need
get out there and shake what mama gave you.
men's traditional or men's grass or men's chicken dance. man, double bustle fancier. You don't need to be in a women's regalia. You have women's jingle dress, traditional dress, fancy shots that you got young women there. Anyone can come out. You can come out in your street clothes. This type of dance is all about unity and togetherness. After this particular song, I think I'm gonna stop my broadcast for about 20 minutes, and I'm gonna get a hold of my cell phone service provider and make sure that they aren't too ripping me off. I'm gonna probably order more data, like for $10, get 2 or 3 more gigs of data. But I want you to join me throughout this whole weekend. I'm here locally, and it's not so hot. Last weekend we were in Kamloops, British Columbia. That's on the mainland. Now we're here on Vancouver Island, somewhere about an hour from Victoria, British Columbia, the capital of BC. I've seen a lot of these people throughout the years. Not a chance to see them. I just stand out of the way and just talk, just jab away, because that's what I do lately. I stay the microphone in my mouth, in front of my webcam, but here I'm next to my cell phone. And, now there's a lot of elders here. That man with the buffalo head and the antlers, one of the elders, he's the one that gave the prayer. I watched this young lady dance jingle dress for quite some time. Of course, they're just like doing an intertribal. There's no special dancing happening. When my daughter first wanted to go on a powwow, she was way young, really small, really young, like that age and stuff. And she come out and she wanted to go out. There she goes. Hi, Layla. Let me point out. I gotta see. That was one of my friend, my daughter and her friend. That's a fancy shop. A lot of it is about giving their children some sort of culture, something that they could get involved in, something that they could take and adhere to their identity, so that they don't fall into bad influence, so they don't fall into gangs and drugs, so they don't fall into identity conflicts, right? So we present it here. That helps them. So we're going to see more people. Welcome if you're joining. I am Power Drum Man. Of course, you know that. You saw my name on the Twitch stream. We are here. This is the 15th annual. I know it says 14th annual, but I spoke to one of the organizers, one of my wife's uncles, and he corrected me and said this powwow has been going on for 15 years. And we are in Duncan, British Columbia, in the ancestral lands of the Qu'Wutsun people. So we're in Duncan, British Columbia, and this is Qu'Wutsun InterTribal.
We're coming up with a special.
There was my daughter over there with her friend. They known each other since kindergarten or first grade. They have different dance styles, but they really love, they're going to grow up together. Again, my daughter's on YouTube. She goes by Jingle Kitty. Check her out. She does child-friendly videos, blogs, that sort of stuff. I wonder what all the teenage girls are doing there. Like they're gonna dance off soon. So this is just the intertribal. I understand this weekend they're going to have a jingle, a girls special. It's going to be a jingle dress competition. First prize is $500. Second prize is $300, and I think third prize is $200.
Westwind Intertribal, you're on deck.
It's a fair weather right now. I would say that this area has forgotten that it's supposed to be summertime, and I'm grateful because 1 week ago I was at mainland in Kamloops, British Columbia, and I tell you it was about 34 degrees Celsius. I'm from the US and I didn't really learn that metric stuff, but since living here in Canada I learned that 34 degrees Celsius is pretty hot. That's about 100 degrees, 115 degrees. Right now I'd say it's a fair 21, 22 degrees Celsius. I guess you could say it's about 72 degrees Fahrenheit. The clouds rolled in because we're on an island. We're right next to the Pacific Ocean. The clouds rolled in from the west, and they just hovered over the island all day long. Some of these people have created, sewn, and designed their own regalia, all from hand, including my daughter. Well, my daughter didn't. I did it for
All
her.
right, thank you, Thunderboy. Next drum in the
I did it for my daughter,
rotation, we're gonna call
and most of them.
Westwind Intertribal.
I think this woman here, she's a Métis, which
Good one.
is how to describe. I would say Métis is native and French origin.
Looking good.
When the French fur traders came into Canada, there was intermarriages with the First Nations people. A lot of children coming out here. The little children are called the Tiny Tots. There's my daughter and her friend again. I hope that, I don't know if she's going to compete in the jingle dress. I'll be back. I'm going to go see if my wife's friend is taking off.
Carl, don't look so serious on me, bro. Timberland Creek, you're on deck. Timberland Creek, you're on deck.
Sorry about that, living alone. Hope you enjoyed what you were looking at. I've had some guests and visitors to come to my gazebo. They're going to be joining me. Hi everyone. So they wanted to come and say hi and get my attention for a minute. But you're not here to watch them, right? You want to watch the dancers. Someone brought their stroller on the arbor. Yeah. I know earlier I had to shut off the camera because the grass dancers went out there to say a prayer. But I promise you, we're going to get to see the grass dancers in action later on. Each regalia, each dance style will get featured throughout this weekend. Right now you're just watching Intertribal. And there's one of the fancier ones. It's called a men's double bustle fancy. I don't know where that regular style got started.
Thank you once more, Intertribal. We're going to call upon next drum in the rotation.
Well, I'm gonna have to get off the data for a minute. I need to contact my service provider. Okay, you know, attention hog right here. Let me lower this.
Honey.
Do you want to say something?
No.
No? Who are you dancing with?
My friend Lila.
Okay, is she, how long has she been dancing?
I don't know.
How long you been dancing? Since you're 3? How old are you now? You know, you're not very good at sign language. I'll have to run through with you. Anyway, I'm gonna have to connect, probably check back in about an hour. I'm gonna get a hold of my cell phone provider and order another couple gigs of data so that I could bring you, the viewer, into my world and you could see what happens here, right? I want to go around and let you hear some of the different drums. We'll get really close to them. Such as over there, I used to drum with Timberline Creek. Although they'll never admit it. It's true though. It's a joke. Anyway, thank you for tuning in. I hope. Oh, I do a dance? I will do a dance. I did this earlier. Okay, I'll do a dance for you, Squeggy, and then I gotta get a hold of my cell phone provider. I'm gonna be right back. Okay, someone gave this to my daughter. She's not a fancy shot dancer, but this is the old style fancy shot. So I'll do a real quick one here. It's all handmade. I don't want to buy this, $300. I'll do my little dance here. I think that's how they do it, but I'm missing a collar. They wear a collar. They go like that. But I actually, we're doing a dance around right there. Well, because I'm paraplegic. I don't hop and jump and run. I'm lucky. My braces keep coming off on me. Yeah. If I would love to be a powwow dancer. I'm getting kind of old and I don't have the best of health. I guess that's why I'm a powwow drummer. And there was my kid. It's pretty young now, right? Even the elders, they take a break every now and then. I hope you return. I will return myself. I will come back. I just need to get a hold of my cell phone provider because they're sending me these messages on the phone that you're watching me in about receiving my data. And I go like, oh, well, okay. If you need to sleep, sleep, please. I will be here all weekend long. This is just Friday night. I'll be here Saturday at 1 p.m. and then at 7 p.m. and then Sunday.
Real good one.
I will be back. You get some sleep if you need to. I'm going to keep recording. You check my video on demand. All right. Yeah, I will do this. I will get a hold of them. They keep sending me messages. So thank you for joining me, and we'll be back in a little bit.